What's the deal? It's your boy JoJo Films, and I'm back with another story time. You feel me? Basically, in this story time, this gonna be a time when I had got in a chokehold, a headlock from a girl dad. He was Mexican too. He was real life crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. We on the road to 300 subs. We on the road to 100 videos. Consistency is key. But besides that, let's get straight into the video. So this one time I was like sophomore. I was like, young boy. I was just chilling. You feel me? You feel me? I'm going to this little quinceañera. And all that. At first, look, to understand this, it's two parts to the quinceañera. I'm at the house part, and then a couple days later, I'm going to the like ballroom formal. They all dressed up, but it was at Green Tree Boulevard on 7th Street. If you know, you know. But I'm over there, right? So the first one is the house one. I go to the house one. I'm over here chilling. I'm over here vibing at first. Because when I first get there, bro, I ain't really knowing too many people. Mom's got me there on time. I'm real punctual. Bro, I got on my little fit, vibing. I'm just chilling. I see her dad that hit me with the, you feel me? I see him, and like, he dapped me up like he know me or something. Like, he like, oh, what's up? Like, I don't know, just the way I be acting. Some people just be telling me, like, you got a little swag to you, man. You just, like, got a little style to you. I'm like, oh, thanks. And it usually be older people. I'm like, oh, for real, thanks. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. And that's what he was kind of on telling me. I'm like, oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. And like, he like, man, everything here, go ahead. You're good, man. Have a nice time. We have tacos in the back, da-da-da-da-da. And like, all that stuff. And then he started bragging about his gun collection. I was like, okay, I'm not going to play with this man. I'm not going to play with him. He over here showing off he got a bunch of them. He was a veteran and all that. He was out here tweaking. I'm like, okay, all right, I ain't going to play with you, bro. I ain't going to play with you. I go to the back. I get my tacos, I'm chilling, and then my homie Maggie pull up. I'm like, oh, what's the word, bruh? We chilling, I'm vibing now. I'm a little more happy because some of my homies is here. I'm like, okay, we playing the game, we having a good time. I'm just really like vibing at their house. It ain't even no party type of activity going on. It's just music in the back, and like all her family was in the back in the little chairs underneath the tents. You know the vibes. And I'm like, okay, bet, this is cool. Then this girl pull up, bruh. It always be the girls, bro. The girl pull up, and like, she the quinceañera girlfriend, and I'm talking to her heavy. Like, I don't know why we talking real heavy. I ain't even like was friends with her like that before, but we just super like just clicked or something. Like, I don't know what it was. We was just conversating for a minute, bruh. And like, then I'm like, let's go upstairs. And she like, he said no boys could go upstairs, da 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 da. I'm like, yeah, all right, like, okay, for sure, like, bet, I ain't gonna even do nothing, all right? But then she out of nowhere just changed her mind, like, you know what, let's go upstairs. I'm like, oh, okay, shoot, let's go then, let's go. And like, we upstairs, and we right by the stairs upstairs. Like, we ain't even going to no room. We just laid on the floor right by the stairs. Like, we was begging to get caught. I don't know what it was. Like, we sitting there with a like blanket, we laying on the blanket and all that stuff, and talking 21 questions, just going back and forth. I'm just over here on some talking, but I be knowing how to conversate when I want to. I just don't be wanting to a lot of the time. So I'm over here conversating with her, and then the quinceañera girl come up. She walk up the stairs like and look at me and just like shaking my head like she disappointed. Like, oh my God, like what is you doing, Joe? What is you doing? Like, bruh, oh my God, like that type of time, right? And as soon as she doing that, two of the last dudes from the party start walking out with her dad. Like, her dad like telling me, oh, like, it's time to go. It's 12 o'clock. It's midnight. Party over. All the boys got to leave. And I'm sitting there upstairs, like, looking through the little peep. Like, it got an opening. I'm looking through it. I'm like, ooh, I look, he started shaking. I'm scared. Oh, okay. All right, for sure. How I'm going to do this? Then old girl, quinceañera girl, like, come to my room. And I go to her room, and she got like one of them beds that got a platform. Like, it's lifted, and it's got like a little like gate, like a little cabinet, and you can hide. I'm hiding underneath. Her dad come in the room. Like, oh, y'all better not be sneaking no boys up in here now. They like, man, why would we do that? Come on, da da da. He go and look in the closet. He over suspicious. Ain't nobody in the closet. I'm under the bed whole time. I'd have checked that. For real, for real. Come on now. But he closed the closet like, all right, I guess, for sure. And go downstairs. Now, at this point, I'm thinking like, should I jump through the window? Should I just end it all right now? Like, I don't know what to do, right? The girls tell me, get from under the bed. I get from under the bed. They like, come on, come on. We called the last 2 guys that was just at the party, the ones that she had made, her pops made leave. We called them. They outside in the car. They gonna leave with you. They gonna take you. I'm like, okay, for sure. For sure. Because I was gonna call this Lyft, this Uber. Mom said, I'm in the house by 9 o'clock. If you ain't in the house by 9 o'clock, you gonna have to stay where you at or get a Lyft. I'm like, man, I can't do that. So I go ahead and I'm walking out their room, and then I see their mom. Well, her mom, the Quinceañera girl mom. I see her mom. I'm like, oh, I look shake, but her mom on my side trying to help me. She don't want her husband to do nothing crazy. She like, all right, hurry up. Come on, get on, get on. She trying to hurry up and get me out. I'm looking like, oh my goodness, blessings. I walk downstairs, and like, as soon as I walk downstairs, I low-key seen him in the kitchen. Like, I low-key seen him, like, and I get on, but I ain't know if he seen me at the time. At first, I thought he was like turning around to the kitchen and he ain't really see me. But I was kind of being extra. I started like fast walking. I was trying to get ghosts. I walk out and they right there in the car. Close the door. Everything seemed good. They right there in the car. I get on. I'm like, okay, everything good. But like I told y'all, it's a part 2. I go to the part 2 at the quinceañera in the ballroom. And when I'm at the ballroom, like, it's like more formal and all that stuff. Me and the homies is trying to get a room because, you know, Green Tree got the hotel, the coffee spot, and the ballroom all in one thing. It's crazy. So I'm trying to go get this little hotel room. I'm talking with the homies, all that. And then out of nowhere, like, I remember walking outside. I just remember her dad over here really tripping with somebody. Like, he looked like he was like 19, 20. Like, he about my age now. About my age now. He's like 20 years old or something like that. And it's word on the street he over here dating some like freshman or sophomore. And like her dad was not going for it. Her dad was not going for it. Like it wasn't even like, it's crazy because it wasn't even her daughter. Like, I mean his daughter. Like, I don't know what he was tripping for. It wasn't even his daughter. It was like his daughter's friend. And he was like, no, I ain't going for it. I ain't going for it. He was trying to squabble with him. He was over there punching him. He was over there putting him in a headlock too. I'm like, dang, it's getting real serious out here. He trying to put him in a headlock and all that. He was over there fighting him. I'm like, dang, I'm just shaking my head like, whoa. Like, I don't even know. And then whole time, I'm over here eating my food. I'm chilling. We in like a little circle. It's me and the homies. It's crazy because my homies is right here while this happened. They sitting there laughing, bruh. We in a circle eating food, bruh. He walk up to me like, hey, man, I remember you from the party, man. I remember you from the first one. Real calm, real happy with me. I remember you from the first one. I remember you from the put me in a headlock. I said, whoa, like it all happened so fast. He said, you want to sneak into my house? You want to sneak into my house? And the little Mexican act, I'm like, oh, shit, man. I'm low-key scared at this point. I'm like, dear. He like, don't sneak into my house no more, all right? We good, Holmes. Let me go, I say, oh, shit. Shit, this nigga whole bit. The homies over here laughing. They like, jumping up and down and shit. I'm like, y'all niggas is weird. On God, I don't understand none of that shit. But yeah, that's a story time about when a girl dad had put me in a chokehold because I was sneaking out of his house at like midnight and I was hiding under the bed. You feel me? I ain't even do nothing with your daughter. Like, I was over here with her friend chilling, but now I know he a real dad because he be tweaking off her daughter friends, all that, because you is who you hang around, so I guess. But dang, bro, that's my little story time. I had a nice time doing these. If you can't tell, I enjoy doing these. I got a lot of stories to tell. I'm only 20, but my life has been like a fucking movie, gang. I ain't gonna lie to you. So, I'm gonna tell y'all later. You know, sub, like, all that. It was nice talking to y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all later.